What's up, everybody? You already know how it goes. It's your boy B back with another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you don't know who I am, my name is Brandon Jones and I specialize helping you. Yes, I said it, you making extra income. And guys, today we're going to be finishing and doing the second part of the Q&A. But first, I just want to say something, all right? I want to say thank you guys so much. We hit 9K, okay? Now, I need to get these views to make a little bit more sense. But, a lot of my friends on YouTube have been having this issue. But nevertheless, I'm glad we hit 9K, man. Community is growing. This was a dead channel at one point in the beginning of in the beginning of this year. And I'm just happy, that was my goal. My goal was at 9K. Why not 10? Because I didn't think that me setting that goal to hit 10K on this channel would be healthy for my mental, because I would be just always like trying, and it just made it more simple to do 9K. I can't really explain it. But nevertheless, if you have not already subscribed to Educated Hustler Vlogs, subscribe there, y'all. That is where you see the back end of everything. I shoot daily vlogs. I'm shooting vlogs every single day. I'm putting out a video every single day. So go and check it out right now. I don't care what day you're watching this. Go check it out right now. Support your boy. I appreciate you guys. It don't cost nothing to subscribe and support. And I just, again, I'm so happy that we did 9K. We gotta get back to business. Thanksgiving was awesome. I showed me cooking on Educated Hustler Vlogs. I showed me cooking and everything. And Thanksgiving was pretty good. It was different, okay? I did not spend time with my whole family. I just spent time with the immediate family, and we just cooked and ate and stuff. It was way more simpler than it usually is, and it helped because, again, I have something wrong with my ankle. Like, I wouldn't even say it's sprained. It feels as though it's fractured. But me moving around, driving ain't it, okay? I only drive to pick up phones and stuff of that nature because I gotta drop 2 feet. But nevertheless, let's get into this Q&A, all right? If you're somebody that's looking to flip phones, guys, guess what? You guys are loved. This channel right here, it tells you literally everything about flipping phones and reselling electronics, but I don't color code nothing. And that's where I sort of kind of put my hat on. Like, I don't want to color code. I want to be completely direct, honest. And phone flipping is very easy, okay? And let's just jump into the questions. Have you ever taken a loss on a phone flip? If so, what happened? Yeah, so I've taken several losses, right? And one thing I want to say about a loss is very beneficial to your phone flipping business, because once you make a mistake and you lose bread, you don't ever make that mistake again if you value money, right? So the last mistake I think I've made that really sticks in my head is when I was in my store. I stopped buying phones for a little bit because I wanted to focus on my store aspect, like selling accessories and doing things of that nature, right? So what I did was I went and I put up a little flyer at every bus stop. Guy came into the store. It's cool. Like, me and him talking. We having a conversation. He has a red iPhone. I'll never forget it. He has a red iPhone XR. And when he has this red iPhone XR, I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, yeah, it's unlocked. Blase, blase. Gives me the phone, but we're talking. We having a whole conversation. Long story short, the conversation was real good. He was asking me all these questions about my business and me, and telling me about him. I didn't end up checking the phone. I ended up just giving him the bread. And I did not end up realizing that the phone was iCloud locked, and that was a loss. But I ended up getting it unlocked and was able to sell it. So again, a loss, and that really showed me, stop being so friendly, get down to business first, right? Like, let's be smart first. Let's get down to business. Stop trying to be friendly to people. Let's get to the shmoney. You feel me? That's what I learned, okay? Is being nice puts you last most of the time. For real. What's the biggest mistake beginners make when starting out? The biggest mistake starters make when they starting out, honestly, is what I just said. Trying to be nice, trying to be likable, right? You don't need to be likable when it comes to business, okay? When it comes to business, our job is not to be likable. I know that we may feel as if being likable is beneficial because I'm watching Squid Games on Netflix, prime example, right? Everybody's trying to create alliances and people are trying to be liked, right? But that's not Squid Games is a game series where they're eliminating opponents and people are eliminating people and etc. This is a business, right? in that type of setting, I see why you would want to be friendly, why you want to make friends. But when it comes to business, it's like, bro, the only reason why you're entertaining selling me this device is because you see some type of value, which is the money that I hold. So it's like, I'm not about to sit here and be your best friend, and in reality, you're not really honestly invested in me, just like I'm not invested in you. So let's just get the transaction done, and then if we friends, we friends. That's one of the biggest mistakes I see. They'd be like, oh yeah, I only took a $30 profit because the guy was cool. He told me his grandmother was in the hospital. It's like, okay, but this is business, all right? I lost so many friends when it came to me not taking things personal. All right. How many phones do you try to have listed for sale at once? So whenever I buy a phone, I list them up on Facebook. I list them up on OfferUp, especially if it's a phone that is a iPhone 13 and below, because buyers aren't gonna honestly offer that much for those type of devices. So you'll frequently see that I list my phones every day that I get them, and then on Sunday, if they're not sold, I sell them to a buyer. So that's sort of kind of my thing. Every week I want to liquidate, and I want to keep track of my liquidations, because you want to be liquid. You don't want to have all of your money in assets for a long time. You want to have your money in assets, then you want to liquidate the assets, invest more in assets. So I try to make sure I'm not just sticking with phones, okay? So the answer to that is however many I have, okay? Do you refurbish phones yourself or outsource the repairs? I refurbish the phones myself. I know how to fix phones, right? But I also have people that fix phones for me when it comes to consumers. But when it comes to my phones, I fix the phones myself. Now, let's say that you're somebody that doesn't have that ability to fix phones, right? Number one, fixing phones is not hard, not rocket science. It's not, it's not, okay? It's easy, okay? It's just like Legos, all right? Let's make this clear, okay? Anybody can fix phone. Like, because you be having repairmen and they be acting like they really doing something, like they fixing a G-Wagon or something, or a Tesla. Like, bro, we're fixing phones, and phones are not hard to fix, okay? Let's make that clear. Now, when it comes to the phones, I do it myself, but let's say you don't know how to fix phones. Go to a repair shop, go to a repairman himself, okay? Be like, yo, listen, let's cut a deal, man. I buy phones, I buy a lot of damaged phones. What deals can we do so that you are always making money and I am as well? That's what I would do, okay? Because repairmen are they're hustlers, okay? They're hustlers. What's the most expensive phone you ever brought? The most expensive phone I ever brought probably would be currently an iPhone 15 Pro Max unlocked 1 terabyte, which I brought it for, I believe, $1,100. Okay. How long have you been reselling phones as a side hustle? I've been reselling phones as a side hustle since 2014. What phone related business or side hustle would you suggest trying next? If you wanted to start another phone side hustle, I would honestly say, I wouldn't say to fix phones, because fixing phones is kind of dead. It's not dead, but it's too much. It's too much people doing it because it's so easy. I would honestly say unlocking. If you find a way to unlock devices, then I feel as though you're putting yourself ahead of the curveball. I don't care if it's unlocked as far as carrier or even iCloud or even passcode. Find a way, and if you do that, people will come to you. What's your overall best advice for somebody just starting in phone flipping? My best advice is to be a sponge, and stop thinking that YouTube will teach you. Because I see a lot of people on YouTube that have bigger channels than mine, that have way more views than me, and are spilling out BS, right? And the reason I'm bringing that up is because I used to be the person literally watching somebody talk about phone flipping, and when I did, I started to put into play, into perspective, what they were saying, and I didn't see much. I didn't see many benefits. I didn't see the transparent answers and the experiences that I needed to see for me to be able to avoid certain mistakes, right? So let me just give you a small example. Somebody says, okay, I'll never forget this. A phone flipper on YouTube is like, okay, listen, you want to get a $20 profit. We're not looking for a $100 profit, $50 profit. We're looking for a $20 profit. I was about to say 100. We're looking for a $20 profit. So I'm thinking to myself, all right, just $20 profit, right? So I was getting $20 profits, and I started to realize, dang, like, I'm not making no money. I'm not making no money. And luckily, you know, I ran into some in real life phone flippers and people and buyers, and they're like, well, wow, man, like, why can't you sell a phone to me? I'm like, because I only got a $20 profit and you trying to cut from my profit. They're like, $20? And I'm like, yeah, that's how you do it. No, bro, that's not how you do it. And then I learned from there, like, to honestly learn from my experience. And then I started to, like, I got into a point to where I was like trying to find a way to connect to people. I got on YouTube, started teaching what I've learned, and now, like, I'm running with it. I'm teaching things that, you know, I don't remember ever getting from others. So I would just say, like, be a sponge, but know what to soak up and know what not to, right? Because you don't need to soak up everything, okay? Because everything isn't going to be beneficial all the time, all right? Do you buy broken phones just for their parts? What's your strategy? So when it comes to buying broken phones, I do buy iCloud locked, passcode locked phones, and carrier locked, of course. But when it comes to broken phones, I don't usually buy them for their parts unless somebody walks into a store trying to sell them to me and I can physically see it, because I get parts for cheap. Like an iPhone 13, no, like iPhone 12 battery, that's gonna cost me like $6. So, like, if somebody brings to me a broken, cracked, damaged, destroyed iPhone 12 and they wanna sell it to me, and I try to tell them, hey, I'll buy it for $5, they're gonna look at me crazy sometimes. Most of the time they're gonna do it, but still, I just rather not. Like, my strategy for buying broken phones for parts, though, if I was to do that, is it would have to be a newer device where I cannot find parts for it. So an iPhone 13, back cracked, camera smashed, but great screen, I'm buying that. You feel me? I'm buying that for a low price. But my strategy is, if it's something I need, then I'm going to negotiate, but I'm not gonna pay no more than $60. Like, I'm not gonna break the bank for it. All right. What are some phone flipping trends you predict we'll see in next year? Next year, I predict that we will see the iPhone 15 Pro series or 15 series go down in price. I predict that the phone market is going to be going slightly up, but at the same time, it's going to be way more profitable for phone flippers because we're not going to have to kick out too much money. I feel as though market values are going to continue to decline because of these eSIMs, and people are going to start to realize these devices aren't as lucrative as far as them trying to sell it to us for $1,300 as they think, right? I predict next year people are going to come back down to earth and stop trying to price gouge people and trying to get $1 billion for one phone. That's what I predict. That's what I predict, and I think that that is really going to happen. And the last one, do I need any special tools or equipment to repair phones? Excuse me. You need repair kit. That's what I would say. You need a repair kit, a heat gun, and you're straight. And the repair kit, I don't have it on me right now, but it's going to have a little screwdriver and everything you need to take the phone apart. A heat gun, that's just going to help you when it comes to like taking out the battery, taking out the screen. But that's it. Like, I've done phone flip. I literally flip. So I fix phones with one screwdriver in a parking lot on top of a hood. Like, you don't need much, okay? Let's make this clear. You don't need much, all right? Like, we ain't about to act like you need a lot to fix phones. So like I tell you, like, make sure you do your research. When it comes to teaching people how to flip phones, that's my expertise, and that's why we have a Discord. Make sure you guys join it. When it comes to teaching people how to do repairs, I'm working on that. I'm working on having a course for that where you can enroll and learn how to fix phones every single week. All right, guys? So, again, man, that is the last part of the Q&A. Send more questions, and I got you. I got your back like a broad strap. Don't ever forget that. And also, make sure you guys subscribe to my vlog channel, Educated Hustler Vlogs. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.